We're audible on twitch.gov.
Hello.
Hi, Twitch.
We're here!
Not sponsored by Amazon.
Not sponsored by Amazon. Good God, we're not.
Hiss, spit, fwa.
We did it, gang.
Also, unrelated note, hello to whoever who's watching this, and Happy New Year. It's 2022.
Happy New
Yeah,
Year.
happy 2022. It's sure,
good God.
it's sure been. Man, I feel like I haven't talked to you guys since last year.
Ha ha ha.
This is officially the third year that this campaign has been in. It has not been 3 years since we started, but
But
we
Oh my
started
God.
in 2020, continued all throughout 21, and are now in
30
22.
years through which we have passed.
That's wild.
I hate saying those words.
Let's say other ones.
Time is a concept.
Sure is.
Last time, the
Oh God.
tourney concluded. The boons metered out. We have said goodbye to Emily and sort of to Arkin. Arkin's busy now. Arkin's got stuff to do, so Arkin is not around. And yeah,
Ooh, I have scrying now. Sorry.
We also said a temporary goodbye to Bennu, who has run off out of the court of the Hungry King, Yarrow in tow, chasing after Alion.
Well, that's all right.
Yeah.
Alright.
Who is on their way somewhere.
Willow's two bird friends in one
Yeah.
place.
I forgot that Bennu
Yeah,
took off.
Bennu
Yeah.
took
I
off.
remembered Yarrow, and I was like, is Nemo gonna kill my bird?
No.
No. Well, which one?
Shut up. Okay, shut up.
Decides to become homophobic by killing Yarrow.
Yeah. The tourney concluded. Journey did some spying.
And Journey did some political machinations before Ellie,
Before I promptly ruined it.
before Ellie
Well,
butted in.
I don't know how much of a ruin it is. It was just, yeah, there was the whole confronting Nalim thing.
It was sort of like Journey was engaged in a battle with a fencing match with little jabs and intricate dance moves, and then
And
Ellie
Ellie
came in with like a
sledgehammer.
blowtorch.
Yeah.
Blowtorch is better, yeah.
Or like a
That's all he
chainsaw.
is. Ellie with the chainsaw.
Ellie coming in with a chainsaw out here.
Ellie coming in with the steel chair. That's
Give him the chair! Give him the chair! Woman from Shrek voice, give him the chair.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and Ellie asked Nalim, what do you know about the skull with closed eyes?
Because that's a thing that's also happening.
That is... I believe you said you punched her, right? You punched
I
them.
punched her.
You
And
punched them.
Yeah, I punched them, and then
And
I
their
think you
jaw
said
came off. Yeah.
Their jaw came like
Their jaw
loose,
broke.
and then
Wait,
they,
what?
their jaw snapped, and then it readjusted itself.
Oh, I forgot that.
They put their jaw back.
Yeah, they put their jaw back in its place.
Yeah,
Which
as
was
one does.
unnerving as hell.
As one does.
Creepy.
Awful and unnerving.
Do we know what Nalim is?
You have some sort of idea. It's like some sort of fucked up dire werewolf.
Okay.
But before that, I feel like I remember something about them being human.
They are,
Or-
yeah. They appear human.
They are
Like
mortal
a
and
werewolf.
somehow freak me out more than both the Fey Lord and the Demon Lord that they're in cahoots with.
Well, the Fey Lord and the Demon Lord are very upfront.
Yeah.
And they're also, like, politically creepy.
Nalim is just general
Nalim is
creepy.
also generally creepy.
Yeah, now I'm just kind of a weirdo.
Yeah.
Nalim is like, I know what your
Fucking
organs look
weirdo.
like, but I'd like to open you up anyway just to make sure.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
That's
Ugh.
exactly what it is. God.
Ugh.
Disgusting.
All right, let's get back in it.
Scared, don't want to.
Ellie-
Hmm.
Arik, that
Hey,
was
can
the
we have
perfect
another
moment
2
to.
weeks for me to write my character sheet?
Arik, that was the perfect moment for you to just leave the call as a bit.
Nope, no thanks.
That's what
Bye-bye.
I do. I love leaving
Put it
the
on.
call as a bit.
Had,
Me too.
if Discord had been up, I would have done that, but unfortunately, I'm up on stuff. I'm looking at stuff because I was copying over my character sheet.
One time I dropped out of a group chat as a joke and then realized that I was no longer in the group chat and had to text
Ask.
somebody and be like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, please let me back in. It was Instagram and it didn't even give the message that I give anybody the message that I dropped.
That's so sad.
So the joke didn't even work.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
no.
left a Discord server as a bit.
No!
Yeah, it was very funny.
Oh, I should really remember that more.
I love the bit.
Good bit.
All right. So, Willow and Saryu and the Hungry King are all over by the dais, and Ellie has just stormed off and punched someone in the face.
I
You're
followed. I followed Ellie.
You followed
Willow
Ellie?
tried to stop me.
Yeah,
right,
I
Willow-
tried to.
We did contested strength, I think.
Right.
Yeah, and I failed.
Yes.
No,
Mm.
no. I didn't like that.
Normally, you would start with the question. The punching comes later. Didn't your mother teach you?
Oh, that's low. I've got to write that down.
He doesn't punch her. I rolled to not punch her, and I don't punch them. But the look in Ellie's eyes means murder. You.
When someone asks you a question, it is generally accepted you answer. Didn't your mother teach you?
Thank you, Journey.
I don't have to answer impolite questions, young man. And I think starting with violence is quite impolite, although a rudeness for a rudeness. What would you like to know about it?
What? What is it?
It's from the abyss. And it talks in dreams. I've been hearing it for a long time. It's an angry thing.
What does it want?
To be alive. A lot of things in the abyss want to be alive. Well, the things that still exist.
Are you helping it?
No.
Then why does it talk to you?
Because it helped me. It tried. It did poorly.
I know that story well enough.
It doesn't
What do
go once it's found a foothold. When you're on the edge of being double forgotten, twice dead, you'll cling to any mind you care to. Even if it's inhospitable.
What are you doing here?
Well, I've come to help a friend of a friend.
Alion?
Why,
We're talking about Alion?
yes. Hello again.
What do you intend to do?
Well, they tap their nose. Uh, It isn't your business, you know.
You made it my business.
Did I?
You did. It's your fault I'm here now. You're gonna have to deal with that consequence.
Oh, yes, you must have come in through. They actually like lean forward and sniff at all of you.
Mm.
Oh goodness, let me remember my directions.
Take your time. Take your time. I'm barely keeping up as it is.
If you're thinking about the gates, I'm pretty sure we came in through the west
western,
gate.
yeah.
Yeah.
Western gate. Yes, yes. Funny that you sniffed me out there. Get it?
Trin just kind of looks at the three of us, not laughing.
Yeah.
Everyone's a critic. Well, then you know perfectly well what my business is. And if you'll excuse me, I do believe another tourney shall begin shortly, since everyone's gathered. So I ought to conclude my business before the Hunger King is indisposed.
I'm
And
afraid.
Nalim stands.
What?
Ellie's right in front of them.
What does Nalim do?
Stands.
What's the Hungry King doing at the moment?
The Hungry King is actually watching this.
Mm.
Saryu and Arkin are talking to the side. Actually, Arkin is talking with the other monarchs on the side.
Are you watching this?
Saryu is also watching this.
Fuck.
I'm afraid.
Saryu is actually
Okay.
watching Nalim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm afraid that your business is contrary to mine. And any steps you take to further tie Fairy to Chthon, I must oppose.
How
I have no wish to anger the Hungry King, but my duty compels me before all else.
What are you trying to do here, the three of you? Why?
Why tie the land of fairy to Chthon?
Yes.
Well, it matters little to me.
So,
I get abilities, and I am owed things. That is what is the pleasure for me. Huh. I never noticed until now. You are quite alike, aren't you? Nalim looks over at Saryu.
Mm.
And you're... She was always very earthy, as we would say. You're... Well, why wouldn't you want the gates open? Would make it easier to visit.
why would I want to visit?
Your parent. The other one.
Right. Yes. Right.
Make a
Yes.
deception check.
Whoa.
I'm not good at that.
Got this.
It's a 2.
Naturally. Yes.
Okay, now I want an insight check because Alion hasn't told them that.
Okay.
No, that was a natural 1.
Oh, not a major.
No.
Yeah, I don't think Willow would know. You want to roll like an intelligence? Nalim is very smart, and it's more that Nalim kind of deduced that you are half Fae
Oh,
because
okay.
Nalim knows Saryu and can like see that you're half Fae,
Right.
especially here in Fairy.
Okay.
So Nalim has
This
made
is
an assumption.
yeah. I guess Willow doesn't think is maybe too rattled for this. What's just interesting to me is that Alion definitely was like after me because I suspect because of trying to find the singing wood, and this means that Alion is not telling Nalim everything.
Mm-hmm.
Grunts don't need to know
Now,
everything.
right.
True.
I also don't think that in this moment that Willow has made that leap. I think Willow has a charisma of 0
We're out here.
and is rattled.
We're out here.
Maybe you should leave well enough alone and leave us alone.
Well, as your friend has his duty, I have mine. It needn't have anything to do with you. I either of you. You. They look at Ellie. Well. Well.
You want to forget? Do you want to forget ever knowing the people that you traveled with?
Nalim sobers. I won't forget them. And for what they did to me, I won't forget the dearest friends that I have had. Would you?
What did they do to you exactly? Because I've heard one side of the story. I've heard multiple sides, but never yours. What happened?
Saryu is actually approaching now.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
This will be fun. She's great at de-escalating conflict.
Yeah, she really is. Man. I'm trying to remember about what I said before. I love knowing things about my own game. I know it was that they stopped them from resurrecting Lou.
Yeah, they stopped the full ritual from happening, essentially, and I think that it was Revena who had the main hand in it.
Yeah. We traded information. This is something close to the chest. I will not part with it for nothing. What will you give or do for me? If you want to hear it so badly. Nalim starts to brush past you guys.
Journey stops him.
Yeah.
What does Journey do?
Well, if Journey is between, if
the way that we're set up, I thought in my head I saw like Ellie on one side of Nalim and Journey on the other. What did you think?
I was thinking Ellie in front of Nalim. And
Okay,
Journey
that
to the
makes more
side,
sense.
and Willow behind Ellie.
Yeah,
A little to the side, yeah.
By which I assume that means Nalim is attempting to rush in the unobstructed direction.
Nalim is just trying to Nalim is moving forward, is trying to just move around Ellie, push Ellie to the side, not in a violent way, just in a excuse me, I'm moving.
Right,
get out of here. I'm going.
Ellie is between Nalim and the Hungry King, right?
Yes.
What direction do they look like they're going towards the Hungry King, or do they look like they're going towards Saryu?
Saryu.
Okay, if they're heading towards Saryu, I step in the middle of that too.
Do you stand there, or they're going to try to swerve around? They're just trying to herd these children away.
Yeah. Damn, we're obstacle course. I don't have shit prepared.
I looked at Saryu.
Here's the thing.
I want to know what Saryu thinks.
Right? I don't know that Journey has a good enough perception to notice that Nalim is going for Saryu and not the Hungry King.
Yes. What does
Uh,
Journey do?
So Journey, I already said Journey's going to try and stop Nalim. If Journey can't get physically in between the Nalim and the Hungry King and kind of go no further, Journey's going to grab Nalim's arm and like physically restrain them. Journey's going to try to make a grapple check, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, Willow's standing in the way with her stick, helping block.
Okay. You can make a. We're just gonna do a strength contest.
Well, Nalim's probably going to win that because Nalim's a were creature and Journey's strength is +0.
Nalim's not a were creature right now.
Yeah, but still.
Nalim looks sickly.
Nalim does not look healthy.
They look sick.
What'd you get?
I haven't rolled anything yet.
Can I, while this is happening, can I make I don't know, in either insight or
Sure.
perception to
You can make an
see
insight.
about specifically what Saryu.
Fuck off.
Yes.
What did you roll, Arik?
8.
Oh.
Nalim
It was the-
shakes off your arm. Like, we can continue our conversation later.
I am standing in the way and will move into the way.
I got 14 on my insight check.
Saryu looks shocked. Does not look upset.
Mm.
Kind of just surprised is what you get.
Okay.
Oh, I can't remember. What did we? Saryu left. Didn't leave before. Like that was all after.
Saryu left after. They all split like right after.
Yeah.
I think.
And I'm trying to remember what. God, what did Saryu say about how she ended up here? Because I remember you had that whole vision, Ellie, with Nalim.
The vision was Ellie was Saryu, and Saryu was like on the ferry side of the gate, and Nalim was trying to like claw their way through the gate.
Okay.
Is what I remember.
Okay.
Yeah, so Saryu wasn't on Chthon for a lot of Nalim's true descent into madness. She was just straight up not there.
We told Saryu something about
There's a servant.
Nalim's behavior, but I don't know how much.
I don't remember how Saryu reacted.
Saryu,
I don't.
No,
did we mention them by name?
I don't remember. We mentioned we mentioned the skull with the closed eyes, and Saryu freaked the fuck out.
Yeah.
And said that I had a close friend who witnessed that, and it like caused them to go mad or something like that. I don't know. I don't think we ever mentioned that the servant was Nalim. I can't remember.
I feel like we must have. I feel like.
Yeah, because we did. Okay.
There are so many conversations.
So many.
Oh boy.
It's like.
I feel like she knows that they're involved to some extent, just not.
Okay, here's a conversation.
Because we did talk about Nalim, and they did say.
We did.
Yeah, we did talk about Nalim.
And Arion and the Marquis.
Yeah,
we did. Yeah. That was in episode 34. It's Always Sunny in Fairydelphia.
Yeah!
Right.
I forgot about that name.
Oh, it's gonna be on YouTube. I'm so excited for this.
And actually, Ellie told Saryu about the dream.
Ah, okay.
And that Nalim was working for the Marquis and was working with Alion. And Saryu said in response, Nalim could not singly rend a gate of fairy, someone must have helped them.
Okay. Got it.
Nalim, listen to me. Even afterwards, I feel I could have done something. ...
All right. Yeah, that's what I thought was the relationship.
Man, I love having a good notes keeper.
It's so good.
It does nothing if I'm not a good notes finder, but fortunately, I'm. So here's the thing, like at this point, a good fourth of the entire notes I've got are in fairy, which makes it really hard to separate one from the other. Most of them I can separate by location and name and events, but this has basically been one long staying in fairy and one long fighting in the tournament.
Yeah.
Just a big mess.
Okay.
Yeah, so Saryu does look surprised.
Yeah, Saryu knows the part that Nalim is playing in opening up fairy. Does she know the part Nalim played in the shit that happened to Ravana?
I don't believe she does.
Nope.
I don't think she does at all.
I have
Ellie's demeanor towards them doesn't make any sense to her.
I have Ellie gets hugged immediately after Ellie is the son of Ravana in this conversation.
I don't think I don't think Nalim and Ravana came up.
No. Hold on. Ravana passed with Nalim. What did they do to Ravana? Wiped her memory. We got it back.
Okay.
Okay, so Saryu does not know about the whole attacking Ellie in the woods thing.
No, yeah.
But does know that working with Alion, Nalim wiped Ravana's memory as like the favor.
That was with the Marquis.
The Marquis, not Alion, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As part of the contract with the Marquis.
Yeah. Because Nalim's contract is with the Marquis, not with Alion.
Right, yes. I knew that. I just names get mixed up and we've been talking about Alion the most.
Yeah, true. Yeah, we haven't seen the Marquis in a minute.
Comes from being a fairy. Not a lot of females.
Comes with being
Yeah.
This is what happens when I write only the most essential stuff, but do it in a sloppy handwriting. It's nothing important, looks important, so my eyes scroll right over it.
You never know in the moment what is going to matter later.
All right. Yes. Thank you all so very much. Now I know how to react.
You're welcome.
With my funny NPCs.
Oh boy.
The funny MILF and the funny not MILF. Yeah. So Willow stands between Nalim and Saryu. Look at you all grown up. It's been a while. Oh god. I hate having NPC conversations. Sorry, you.
Oh.
Yeah, this means that I just have to talk to myself for a hot second.
I mean, if you prefer, Journey can attack Nalim.
No, I don't have a stat block yet.
He's considering it.
If we do that, we'll have to take a break so I can update Nalim's stat block. I truly don't remember what stat block I used for Nalim, which is a problem.
Well, to be fair, the only combat we had was
They barely attacked us. They just
they didn't actually attack us.
Yeah.
They took our hits, tried to move, and teleported out.
Yep.
No, they attacked Ellie, didn't they?
Yeah.
In that fight, I thought that initially they attacked Ellie.
They also hit Journey, I think, with the blindness, deafness.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Because I couldn't do anything about that. That
Yeah.
sucked.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, no. Yep, no, that's right.
It has been
You're
a
right, because
while.
actually no, there was a whole bunch of Journey going, stand down or we will destroy you.
Yeah. Yep.
Thank you, Journey.
Thank you, Journey.
Hello and welcome to the flashback episode of this anime.
Yeah.
Yeah, really. It has been a while, hasn't it? My daughter tells me 20 years. I know what you're doing here. They've told me of it.
Is this happening over Willow Monkey in the Middle style?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. Unless
Awkward.
Willow has decided to move.
No.
No. Yeah, this is just happening very awkwardly. Oh god. They are they are having a conversation.
I mean, it's fine if they just want to sit there staring at each other for a bit.
No. They're not. They're grown people having a conversation.
Unlike us.
They're grown people who have not seen each other in more than 20 years.
Grown people can have uncomfortable silences.
Yeah, like you guys.
Wow.
You're welcome. Yeah. This is just me having an uncomfortable silence in my head.
It's okay. We believe in
Because
you.
it's been too long. Yes, I'm here to open up the gates. I suppose that'll help you. Although, with your friend's wish, I suppose you won't need it anymore.
What was that, Nemo? I'm sorry.
With your friend's wish, I suppose you won't need it anymore.
Thank you.
Your daughter's friends may. Where did they say they'd set you down again? If if I'm allowed to open up the gate, it may be a shorter journey to convene. I don't remember where we said that you were going to get dropped off. I think it was
Western
the
Gate.
same gate that we
It was the
entered,
Western
right?
Gate. I don't actually know if and you know Revna knows, and not Revna. Revna also probably knows. But Saryu knows that you went into the Western Gate.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was the one close to all. Because they sent a servant there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, that one was the one
Yeah.
open.
Yeah, well, sorry you sent Frog.
Saryu also sent Frog. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Right, Frog. I miss Frog.
In writing down those notes, I accidentally capitalized journey because I'm used to capitalizing that word.
Good. Outside of the gate where we came in. Well, all of us. At our different points. And you, apparently. You don't have to do this. There's always some way out of a contract. If you don't have to do anything you don't want to. You don't. Please don't. I don't have to do anything I don't want to do. You're right. You're right. I'd like to do what I would want to do, though. Sorry, you. And now that your friend isn't here to stop me, I think I'm going to. It was terribly mean of her. Don't you agree? It wasn't right. It wasn't right, Naeem. Yeah. It wasn't. He wasn't. And it was hurting you, too. She didn't just do it for. She didn't just do it for him. We all saw that it was hurting you. What kind of friends would we be if we just let. If we just let you hurt yourself like that? What kind of friends indeed? That let him die! Sorry, turns away. And Nalim also turns away. And starts to try to walk around Willow. Circle over to where the Hungry King is.
No.
What does Willow do?
I am a roadblock. Nalim can try to strength, dex, whatever, me. I'm in the way.
So we're not like on the stands. I thought we were.
I also thought that.
Nalim has stood up from the stands.
Right, but we're still like standing in that area.
You're in that area, yeah.
I'm imagining like a narrow, like the front of the baseball stadium stands, like the area between the seats and the balcony, so there's not that much walking space.
Yeah.
I'm in that space. I'm blocking the way.
You're making this quite difficult, and it doesn't need to be.
I don't think you should go talk to them right now.
And why is that?
I think maybe you should. It's dangerous to meddle with things that you don't understand.
Is it? Is it? You are telling this to me. You are telling this to me. I can tell you, I understand the rules of hell better than you. I understand what I was told to do and how to do it. This I understand. More than the abyss, and more than what you did to Kindling. Until you have tried to bring someone back from the dead and had it gone wrong. Don't tell me about what I don't understand.
I think you should sit back down.
What are you going
and
to do?
Nemo,
Hmm?
I think that Willow reaches into whatever she's feeling and lets it show in her eyes.
Oh.
Yeah!
Woo!
All right. Let me pull up that. What are you trying to
And
do?
I want to do freeze.
Freeze? Okay. Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy, oh boy.
I think you should sit down. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Hmm.
What's the save?
It's against my spell save, I'm assuming, right?
Well, yeah, what's your spell save?
17.
That definitely fails. Nalim does not sit back down. Nalim freezes in place.
Is there any, like, tangible element of what just happened that we can see?
You see Nalim freeze in fear, and their
Ooh.
eyes do not leave Willow's. Willow's eyes are glowing, the same yellowish as the Dark Season Beast's eyes glow.
Oh, fuck.
It's not that her eyes are yellow, but they're glowing with that light.
But they're... I know what you mean. Ooh, fuck.
Willow.
What?
Journey
Ellie
kind of
makes-
taps his eyes.
Willow takes a step back because I don't think she knows what she just did.
Okay. I'm gonna have Nalim roll after.
It is only 1 minute.
But Nalim does get a save every turn.
I don't. What did I? Yes.
Yep.
Saving throw at the end of their turn.
So I'm gonna let everyone. So it's not really turns, but I'm gonna let everyone take an action, and then Nalim will roll.
If they make a successful save, they are still frightened, but no longer suffer the other effects.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on. If
So I'm gonna kind of like do like a loose turn sort of a thing
Okay.
cool.
because we're not in combat.
Well, we might start being in combat.
Well, we might.
Not. I'm not attacking, but I am going to use by the throat. As an action, place a seal on a creature within 30 feet. If they're large or smaller, they make a wisdom save or be grappled. The target is restrained until the grapple ends.
That's a fail.
Or
Fuck.
that's a fail.
That's a fail.
It's a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, that's a natural 4. That's a fail.
Eat shit, Nalim.
Eat shit and
Nalim
die.
is eating shit, and they might die. I have to. I guess. I guess I'm gonna have to.
We're not technically in combat yet.
I can kind of feel it, but we'll see.
Yeah. Nalim can, I believe, choose to use an action at any point to try to escape from the grapple.
Nalim is paralyzed right now, so Nalim can't do shit. Nalim is grappled and paralyzed.
Cool.
I don't know. Ali, this is your monster. What?
I don't know. I don't care what we. I don't know what we're supposed to do with them. They're here and.
Nalim starts twitching again.
Nalim?
Nalim looks no longer paralyzed. Is not looking at Willow now. Is looking only at Journey, but can't move because they are grappled.
Cool. Hold on. I just gotta mark off that seal use.
Do they get to save again for the seal at any point, or no? Or it's an action, an action, right? That's right.
So they have been grappled. The seal just goes on them. They can't do anything about that.
It's an action to try to free.
Yeah. Any attempting to escape any grapple is an action.
Mm-hmm.
The DC is 15 to escape the grapple, whereas which is athletics or acrobatics.
Okay. Nalim just got unparalyzed, so we're gonna do another kind of pseudo round.
Hold on.
This far ahead. This is happening.
Speaking of things you don't understand, I don't think you understood that. You've said as much. Kind of hypocritical, I think. Because now they can talk, they're no longer paralyzed.
Cool. I ask you again, don't talk to the Hungry King. If you do, I must attack.
Well, we have some options in this case. We can duel. 1-on-1. As is the way of the Hungry Court. Or...
Detect thoughts.
Sure.
While this conversation is happening, Journey is casting Detect Thoughts.
You're just doing surface thoughts? So I don't have to roll anything, right?
I don't have the book, so I'm looking the spell up. I know I want to do it.
Detect thoughts.
I believe it's surface level thoughts, and then you have to do a check to do deeper thoughts.
Yeah. Initially, what is on the mind at that moment. As an action, you can either shift your attention to another creature's or attempt to probe deeper. If it fails, you gain insight into its reasoning, if any, its emotional state, and something that looms large. Okay, so Journey's going to try just the surface thoughts for the moment. If he doesn't get the information he wants, he's going to try using an action to probe deeper.
Okay.
This is during the suggestion Nalim's doing.
Nalim sees all of you and sees how powerful that you are now, and sees, and also knows that now Saryu is not. She can't count on Saryu not stepping in. So they would really be outnumbered, and they would like that not to happen because they know that if they're outnumbered, that you're going to kill them.
Can I see where Yarrow is? Because I'm wondering what happens if Alion comes back and they're not outnumbered anymore.
Yarrow is long gone.
Oh boy, I can't see him up in the
Would
sky.
you like to? No, Yarrow left with. Unless you didn't want Yarrow to have left with Bennu.
Right, but I had Yarrow flying up over where Alion was, just following Alion to sort of keep a location marker.
They're outside of the court now, And it's
Oh.
yeah, you can't see outside of the court
Right.
because it's yeah.
Cool.
If you'd
There's
like, you
hills
can
and stuff.
yeah. Well, actually, the court is that giant thorn ball.
Oh, right.
Big ball.
Thorn
Big-
ball.
Big thorn ball. Yeah, so Nalim's surface thoughts are like, okay, try to keep them distracted. Make sure that you only go up against one of them if you absolutely have to. Nalim is not looking for a fight. Nalim is thinking that a fight is how it's going to go.
Right.
And so they want to put the odds as much in their favor as they can.
Okay. Nalim was in the middle of a sentence when I did that. It was, we could have a one-on-one bout. We have a couple of options. We could do a one-on-one bout, as is the way in Fairy, I think.
As the Horde of the Hungry King.
Okay.
Or you can attack me, the three of you, and see what justice the Hungry King meets out for such savagery.
And do the surface thoughts change? Or are they roughly the same?
It's
roughly the same.
It was roughly the same. That was as this, was going.
Okay. Journey will consider that.
Actually, you do. Yeah, no, not with surface thoughts. Sorry.
Well, that just tempts me to.
I know.
But that's player knowledge is the thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's
I
also me being a little bit of a dick, just for fun.
I think when they say duel as the way of the Court of the Hungry King, I think Ellie looks between Nalim and Journey and just has this look.
What is this look?
If I think what he's trying.
Insight check.
Yeah, go for it. Do it.
Or I could use my action to change my detect thoughts to Ellie.
It's gonna be fucking if you want.
Oh, I think that's better.
Yeah,
Yeah, cool.
You switch your detect thoughts to Ellie, and his surface thoughts are just let me duel Nalim. Let me step in for you and let me do this. Because it serves you and it serves me.
Ooh, except Journey wants to fight him.
I
know. That's what makes this wonderful.
You put two duelists in a party, this is what happens.
Yeah, cool. Journey's gonna ignore that.
Yeah!
Fuck you.
Okay.
No, you're fine. This is good.
Journey hasn't gotten a fight this whole time.
No, I know. This is true. This is so true.
Yeah. No,
Journey wants to fight in Fairy?
Wow. No, listen. I am rooting for your success.
Yeah.
But this is that you hear these thoughts from Ellie. Ellie has his own vendetta. Journey has his.
Yeah, cool.
I feel like when Journey ignores it, Ellie thinks no.
No.
Yeah.
He looks away from. He's like, oh.
Yeah. Journey will say.
It's really fun.
Well, if you refuse to retract your meeting, then a duel. I am happy to oblige you.
We must speak with the Hungry King to arrange such a thing. But you may be the one who makes the request.
What does Saryu think of this? Journey's looking at the experienced fairy person here. And Journey will actually ask Saryu, would such a duel require a favor or do any binding?
Unless there are agreed upon terms by the duelists, the Hungry King will officiate. And there will be no quarter given. It will likely be to the death, for the Hungry King will not call to end the duel.
I see.
it will. Yeah, all terms will be your own.
Willow's
don't-
gonna grab
Nalim.
onto both Journey and Ellie's wrists.
Saryu goes over to Nalim as Willow grabs Journey and Ellie. Does Willow stand in the way also awkwardly again? Or no?
No, she's moved out of the way. I think she's rattled.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Willow
Yeah.
having the interesting experience of going, oh thank God it's finally over, and then immediately being like, wait, fuck, it's not over. There's also all this other shit.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, Journey will let himself be pulled away, so long as he managed to maintain a position between the Hungry King and Nalim.
Yeah, you're able to do that. Now, actually, Saryu goes over to Nalim. Nalim still can't move. Nalim is grappled, so.
Yeah.
I think
actually,
Nalim
I
is
remind
gonna.
you at any point.
I've been rolling.
Yeah. So
That's
this is
a natural one. Nalim is not very good.
There is a kind of gray area where it doesn't, where the seal only lasts a minute before it evaporates, but it doesn't actually say that the grapple only lasts as long as the seal exists.
I feel like it should.
Yeah. So after a minute, by sheer force of existence, Nalim is no longer grappled.
Yeah. I feel like Nalim is grappled at the beginning of this conversation, but it's pretty much at the end.
Okay. Yeah. Journey's gonna. Right, cool. Conversation time with Willow.
Don't do it.
This doesn't feel good.
Can you think of any other way of preventing Nalim from getting permission? Oh yeah. You don't know what's happening, by the way. So
No.
Nalim has been talking to the Fey Lord, and the Fey Lord is moving up their plan of action, and Nalim is about to get permission from the Hungry King to open up the King's Gate. This I must stop, and I have an opportunity to stop it here. By the way, Willow, Bennu is following Alion and sends her regrets that she could not say goodbye in person.
By herself?
Yes, at a safe distance. Bennu is
and now
skilled.
you're going to fight Nalim also by yourself.
Kind of wry smile spreads across Journey's face as well. We could fight them all together, but that would risk retribution from the Hungry King, and B, Journey kind of looks over at the various wounds the two of you have accrued. You two aren't really in the best shape.
But
I am nearly as fresh as I can be.
they want a duel and we're just going to give it to them?
They want a duel because they believe they will die if all 4 or 3 of us gang up on them. They think they have better odds one-on-one. I am not about to interrupt my enemy when they are being overconfident. I understand your concern. It is valid. But I can stop Nalim no other way without risking further harm.
So what does the duel accomplish? You kill them, or
Unless
you
they
make them swear to stop?
Well, that is the terms we can discuss together. Either it's a duel to the death, or if at any point Nalim surrenders, they agree to not ask the Hungry King for permission to open the King's Gate or break their contract with the Hell Lord, either of which are serious offenses, but perhaps Nalim would prefer it to death.
What happens if you lose? Journey, I don't want to lose anything or anyone else more here in Fairy. What if you're losing? What do we do?
If you believe I am losing, you can use your best judgment. I have a number of tools at my disposal to keep myself from dying. But
Journey, I don't think Nalim can die.
what do you mean? Journey becomes dead serious and looks at Ellie.
I don't. They when we fought them in near the Hellgate, I asked them why I shouldn't just kill them right there, right now. And they said I have ways of coming back. I think if you land a killing blow on them, I don't think that it will be the end. They have a lot of tricks up their sleeve. I have been in this situation before. They had me on the ropes the entire time. I'm not what I was, or not what I am, obviously. I'm stronger than I was, but so are they. If you're going to do this, you have to be careful.
I will be.
I think the terms need to be different than to the death, because if you get in there with that, you could be locked in.
To death or surrender is acceptable.
That is.
If they're winning, are you going to surrender?
If I believe I can't win, I will surrender.
We'll hold you to that.
So
Don't mind me just rolling a die.
What does it
Yeah.
when we leave and we open the gate? That's opening the gate anyway.
The gate is
Alion's
already
still
open.
out there.
Yeah, we never closed it.
Wait, so okay, hold on. What is
The
Nalim
western-
trying to do?
Nalim is trying to open the King's Gate. The
King's
western
Gate.
gate that we
Right.
went through is already
Okay.
open.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, scratch what I just said. Just be careful, Journey. Please just be careful.
Journey gives a smile.
Fuck that.
I
Pulls
feel.
Literally, he grabs his shoulder and pulls the two of them into a hug. He is tired. This has been too fucking much.
Shorty hug moment.
I can't. Sorry. Be careful. Ellie just kind of like looks down.
Willow, you hear a little bit of Nalim and Saryu's conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Because your passive perception is off the wall bonkers.
Yep.
You just hear a little bit. You're not paying very much attention, and like if you paid full attention to their conversation, you wouldn't be able to have your conversation.
No, Willow's doing what I do in any given conversation when there's multiple things going on, which is I have ADHD, and so I jump in between the two conversations every 4 words and just pretend like I know what is being said to me.
Yeah, that's kind of what's going on. Kind of epic Willow ADHD moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hear something about Nalim's soul. Something about the contract that Nalim has and their soul. Something like can't break, take my soul. It will take my soul. And from Saryu you hear hurting my daughter. Please don't. And then at the very end you hear I can't let you. Yep, that's what you that's the gist of what you get.
Ooh, that's nice.
Oh boy.
Journey drinks 2 standard healing potions and is up to full hit points.
All right.
Chug, chug, chug.
Chug, 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 chug.
You were under full?
Yeah, I used
gave hit points to.
I gave hit points to Bennu earlier when Bennu was unconscious because that was today.
Yep.
It's been a very long day.
It's been a very long day. There is a lot going on.
Do either of you have any healing potions, by the way?
The thing about fairy is that a day can be as long as until you rest.
Yeah.
I have.
No.
I think I used it. No, wait, I do. I have one. I have one.
Okay.
I have a whatever 2d4 and 2 HP.
So, Journey will say, well, I hope you won't have to use that, but you should have it ready just in case. No sense in being underprepared.
Me?
For me.
What? Oh, got it. Maybe you should take it.
No, because I can do things to keep me up while I'm awake. I can't do things to keep me alive if I'm unconscious and in danger of dying.
I got spells.
You do have spells.
Okay.
All right.
You have spells available. You have spells available and ready.
What? I have. Yeah.
Like a cure wounds or a. Journey doesn't say cure wounds, but healing spells or stabilizing spells.
I have.
I feel like
transference.
I feel like out of everyone,
I'm in a weird spot where I don't know what the hell I have prepared. I have life transference. I am actually, I think, in this moment, going to cast protection from evil and good on Journey.
All right.
Which does something.
How long does that last? Because it'll take us a minute to work out the terms and then talk to the Hungry King about it.
Hold on.
Protection from evil and good lasts up to 10 minutes.
Okay, so maybe I'll wait on that. I'll wait. Yeah, I got stuff. I got life transference.
Nice.
And aura of vitality. And healing spirit.
Cool. In that case, if Willow is offering a healing potion, Journey will take it and put it in his pouch.
All right.
Yeah.
And Nemo, I have forgotten, in your world, is it an action or a bonus action to drink a potion?
Bonus action, I think we said.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's an action
Cool.
if you drink. It's a bonus action if you drink it yourself. It's an action to feed it to someone.
Right. That
Yeah.
checks out.
Yeah.
Because like, there's a lot. You have to do a little bit more work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
All
Okay.
right.
Yeah. Journey will then walk over to Nalim. First.
Actually, Saryu will stop you.
Will stop me?
Saryu will stop you as you approach Nalim.
Okay.
Nalim stays there. Nalim doesn't move.
Hello.
You don't have to do this.
My lady, I serve hell. Nalim would bind Fairy to Chthon. I gave Nalim many chances to not. I was unable to persuade them.
Nalim has hurt my family. Has caused harm to come to my daughter. Has betrayed the trust of one of our dearest friends. And is actively endangering the love of my life. It shouldn't be you. It shouldn't be you. And she...
Nalim has hurt the family of two of my friends. My two companions. Nalim is actively working against the interests of those who I serve. You are closely related, certainly. I would not say that I am not.
No.
I do not do this because Nalim is broken. I do not do this because Nalim has hurt people. That is extra motivation. I do this because Nalim is going to take action and refuses to avert from that course. It does not matter if it should not be me. Someone must. I do what others cannot.
I have mixed feelings about this, because I think a Saryu Nalim fight would be really cool to see.
Yeah.
But do you, Arik, really want to do this? Because I will not. I know you have not done a lot of fighting.
So I'm fine either way, but Journey has something else to say, which is, but beyond whose duty it is, regardless of whatever hurt Nalim has done to your family, you still hold them dear. Do you deny it?
I do not.
If someone else were here, they might say it would be cruel to have you fight someone you hold dear. They are not here. I am. It is not practical to have you fight someone you hold dear, because your conviction could waver. Mine will not.
I see it won't. I see it won't.
I understand your motivations, and I sympathize with them. But
Tell me, if my daughter were a danger to your mission, to those that you serve, what would you do then? Can you tell me?
I cannot. I have been trying to figure it out for the entire time I have been in this plane. It just, well, you can't see one of them because Journey's has left you and has walked towards Nalim and therefore is facing away from you.
Yeah, but I can see Staryu.
You
Yes,
can't
you
see
can.
Zaryu.
You can't see Saria. You just can't see Journey's responses. It has unnerved me that I am uncertain in this regard. I suspect what I would do. I suspect I would freeze. I suspect I would do nothing for fear of making the wrong choice.
And if she hurt your family? If she hurt you?
Hurting me is not a crime worthy of punishment.
Sorry, you see Zaryu's face breaks a little bit for a moment.
I doubt Willow has it in her to hurt my family for no reason. But I
hope this is the case. I hoped it was the case before.
I will.
They are hurting people that we care about. I know. What else are you gonna do? Thank you, Emily. Very cool.
Thank you, Emily.
Hold on.
But apart from anything else, my lady, out of context, imaginings are rarely accurate.
Context
As a
so
note,
rarely helps. Yeah.
sorry, I think that Willow, at some point in that, just turned around and left.
Thanks, Willow. I love Willow and Zaryu moments. I love them. They're so good. Zaryu is so bad at being a mom. Thank
She's
you.
really bad.
She's really bad at it.
She's just really, really bad.
I mean, it's not.
She's trying to be a good friend, but she doesn't know how to be a good mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She knows nothing about Journey's family, right?
No, she
She's-
knows nothing.
She's just kind of going, hey, if something happened, would you be able to protect my daughter? Which is, a loving thing to do. It's a bit overprotective, but it's
not.
loving.
It's truly not, actually.
The way that she's saying it is...
It's like, what if this was your friend? What if this was your friend? What would you do? Would you be the one to stop them?
Yeah,
This
she's
is
drawing parallels between me and Nalim, and I don't love it.
It's really, yeah. No.
So Journey didn't get that, or Arak didn't get that. Journey has an intelligence of 14. Would he have gotten that?
Roll an intelligence check.
I mean,
it's
it
not
might
a very.
be.
Roll an intelligence check DC 10. It's not
Intelligence or insight or intelligence-based insight?
Intelligence. Just
okay.
intelligence.
Cool. That's a 15.
Okay, yeah, Journey gets it.
Cool. Arik didn't, because Arik was being a dum-dum.
Arik was giving Soryu a little bit too much credit.
It's okay. I didn't get it right away either. I was like halfway through. I was like, "Why is she still so?" Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. How long?
yeah. No, Willow's left.
I think Ellie sees Willow walk away and like thinks about going after her, but decides to just keep his eyes on Nalim at the moment because no one has eyes on them.
Nalim is not moving. Nalim is like looking bored.
Okay. Well, Ellie's just gonna stay there for reassurance.
Nalim,
he doesn't trust-
Nalim grins at Ellie.
Ellie flips them off.
Fucker.
Nalim waves. This little wave.
Like the full arm, just like the fist in the elbow, in like the crook of the elbow, like flip off.
Yeah. Yeah.
However,
Continue.
my lady, the reason I go to talk to Nalim now is to establish the terms of our duel. I propose a duel to death or surrender, and we shall establish what surrendering means and what each would give up in that circumstance. If Nalim surrenders, I'm happy to let them go. Sorry, say that again, Nemo.
I will make your case for surrender to the Hungry King. I will be the one who asks that both opponents be given mercy. The Hungry King is not fond of duels to surrender. It is why the competitors of the tourney are not the ones to call mercy. But perhaps they will grant me this.
I would not. I had not realized it would be a problem. I thought it a mere formality, we need your permission to duel. And so we get it, and now we're dueling. You say it is less a permission and more an entertainment.
Everything that happens in the court of the Hungry King is its entertainment. Why ask? We very rarely do things with permission outside of the bounds of this court and the courts of the other monarchs. It is a sport. Everything is of sport. If there is someone to call, if there are those who would call for each of you, then it can be to the mercy of either of them. But
Journey will interrupt at this point if she seems finished with that sentence.
She does not.
Okay, never mind.
I do not know if anyone would call for Nalim. I do not know if they would let me, or if you would let me. But
this is a different situation than I had imagined. For I had imagined a competitor surrendering and therefore willingly giving up their side of the deal. Nalim would not, I think, be willing to give up their goal unless they had surrendered it themselves. Do you judge that? I've known them for all of
yes, Nalim.
10 minutes in my entire time, but does that seem like an accurate description?
I do not think that now Nalim would allow me to make such a call for them. And the Hungry King will not call. The Hungry King does not call for surrender.
What?
Only in the rarest of cases. Saryu looks actually over at Arkin,
What?
who is one of the only ones who has received who has actually had the Hungry King call. Mercy.
You believe that if I went to the Hungry King and said, I wish this duel to be by these rules, by competitors to death or competitors surrender, you think I would be denied I would not be allowed to commence the duel?
I think they would ask why you would offer surrender. Why you would offer mercy. If I...
Do you think they would care about the answer to that question? Because I have one.
They would care some. What is your answer?
My answer is the purpose of the duel is only because Nalim remained unpersuaded to not do something I wished them not to do. If at any point they would agree to not do the thing that I wished of them, the duel would no longer have a purpose. I tell you this now, I wish to stop them from speaking to the Hungry King and thus gaining their permission to open the King's Gate. If at any time Nalim is willing to not ask that of them, the purpose of the duel is over.
This is provided Nalim himself will agree to terms of surrender rather than to the death.
Well, surrender or death. It is provided, yes. I was going to propose something to Nalim and receive, and if Nalim wasn't happy, I would hear their changes to the terms.
I will intercede if need be.
Does she mean act as an intermediary?
Yeah, with the Hungry King.
Intercede with the Hungry King if
Need be.
If we agree to a surrender situation. Right.
If for any reason the Hungry King, if it looks like it will deny your duel.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
While that is appreciated, would doing such a thing bind you further? I must know.
Duels are binding only in their duration. They are one of the least dangerous things to do in Fairy.
See.
For they have their own rules and their own set term and time. There is little danger outside of the bout itself.
And should we need it, I accept your aid.
I am glad that you don't know what to do. I am glad of your indecision.
That makes one of us.
And I understand it in the way that you understand mine.
Ah. Yes.
Good luck, Journey.
Thank you, my lady.
Oh, you mustn't. It's... It's just Saryu. Certainly now, it's just Saryu.
Journey kind of lets a corner smile go up. Were you not the loved one of a lord?
Saryu smiles. I should hope I still am.
Then until such a time as they tell me otherwise, you remain in my eyes a lady.
She laughs. Very well, then. All right.
Cool. Cool. Yeah, Journey's gonna go over to Nalim and begin proposing terms, unless we want to switch to someone else's perspective if someone wants to do something.
Does Willow want to do anything? And Ellie? Well, Ellie's over with Nalim. Does Willow want to do anything?
Yes, break is fine.
Actually, sure. We can take a break.
Time.
Cool,
We will take a break. I'm gonna say let's take like a 15-minute break because I have to go into the bathroom and I also have to probably make a stat block.
Okay.
So
Awesome.
Cool.
Cool.
Although, yeah, cool.
we'll reconvene at 10 after 9.
10 after 9? Cool.
10 after
All right.
I will be remaining here just because. Yeah.
By Twitch.
I don't have any-
Cool.
We'll be back.
Break.
welcome back, Twitch. We're here. We're here. We're back.
Hi.
We sure do take a break when we take a break.
I mean,
Yes.
the thing is, if Journey did the Battle of Wits, he'd say, okay, Battle of Wits, and then he would approach and sit down, and then he would stab Vicini. He's like, I want to kill you, fucker. You let me get inside the rage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if I sheathe my rapier, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
I feel like they would be so disappointed that like you didn't play by the rules of the Battle of Wits. Like that's so rude. It's
You still
so
won the Battle of
rude.
Wits. It's
But you
rude, but it's
didn't.
effective.
You didn't win the Battle of Wits because you didn't use your wits.
Well, so the thing is, though, right? What Wesley said was, in that case, I challenge you to a battle of wits. It was for the princess, yes. To the death, yes. I accept. And
Well,
then
yes.
he says, pour the wine. He didn't establish the rules until he was already sitting down. So he can go. So Journey could go word for word, and then stab Vicini and said, "You thought you were so clever, but you let me stab you."
Shouldn't have let me get so
But then he
close.
did. But then he wouldn't have his line.
bitch.
But then he wouldn't have his famous line. Never
Yeah.
go in
No.
against a never get involved in a land war in Asia.
Right, that's true. What would the chthonic equivalent be?
Never get
Don't
involved
go to
in a land war in Yama.
In Yama?
Yeah,
Hmm.
Yama's the big continent.
Okay. Who's a Sicilian? Where is Sicily?
I mean, here's the thing.
We're gonna decide this right now.
I'm deciding.
that's-
I'm straight up deciding. I feel like Sicily is near the Sea of Styx.
Okay.
Sicily is definitely Sicily is in the Sea of Styx.
I mean, the thing is, there's no way Vicini is a Sicilian. He doesn't have the right skin tone.
I don't think he has the right voice.
Yeah.
There's no accent. He's not a
there's
Sicilian.
I think that's the joke. I think that's the joke, is that he is not at all Sicilian.
It's very good, I think. Anyway, we're playing Dungeons
God,
and
that
Dragons.
Oh, we're live. Hi.
We
Yeah.
are live.
Oh,
We've
wait,
been
we're live?
Yeah,
How long have we been live for?
Past
We've
5
been
minutes.
live since I started saying the thing about what Journey would do with the Battle of Wits.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yes, for the past
We've
5
been
minutes we
live.
have been live. It's really
oops.
good.
it's
It's
okay.
entirely my fault because I couldn't let the matter rest.
Princess Bride.
Listen,
Hey, yo.
We all love the Princess Bride.
True.
Hello.
Hi.
My name is Nico Montoya.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You killed my father.
Man, that's a great scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we have to
Speaking
Dungeons
of
and
great
Dragons.
scenes,
Mm.
let's get back to ours.
Hi.
Nalim is the six-fingered man.
Nalim is the
Oh,
six-fingered man,
Oh
obviously.
my
Yeah.
god. Oh my god.
I mean, kinda, yeah. You gave my mother amnesia, prepare to die.
Yeah.
Wait, that makes Ellie Inigo Montoya?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
And we
Yes!
already decided Journey was Wesley.
Yes, this is true.
That was decided.
Am I Fezzik?
That's what I was gonna say.
Oh my god.
This is amazing.
Or you could be Miracle Max. Or you could be his wife. Why can't I remember? Valerie.
Yeah.
I'm not a witch, I'm your wife.
But after what you just said, I'm not so sure I want to be that anymore.
No, I like Willow as Fezzik.
Willow's physique is very good because Willow's the tallest.
Yeah, Willow's the tallest.
I mean, it really depends on what the framing is.
We
right?
have to decide this after the game.
We have
Right,
to.
yeah.
We can't do this right now.
We will.
Sorry.
We will decide this after the game.
Hi, Twitch.
Hi, Twitch.
We're gonna play some Dungeons and Dragons.
I certainly
Yeah.
hope so.
We promise we will.
All right.
So, when last we left off,
Yes,
Mhm.
Journey is about to talk with Nalim about the terms of the duel.
yeah, we took a break after do we want to go to someone else or do we want to do
All
the
right.
terms of the
Willow,
duel?
yes. Does Willow have anything that she wants to do? Because she's stormed off.
Well, here's the thing.
Yes.
I don't have sending scrolls. I don't have animal messenger prepped. I don't have scrying. I don't have options.
You used up the sending scrolls I gave you?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Remember
One
I
of the-
called on Fallen?
Yeah.
Right.
Willow called
You
Bennu and then on
Yep.
I want to call.
Ellie only had the one.
I want to call Bennu again because
I'm
she's
fairly
going
certain
after
I gave
Alion,
you
and I'm
both
concerned.
2.
What?
I don't know what
Yeah.
Ellie used 2 on. I know he used 1 to call to Willow's mind, but I don't remember what he used his other one on because I don't have it marked.
I don't know
Okay.
if you did use it then.
Huh.
I don't know.
Put it back.
I know.
And
Journey
I
has-
should have cast Beast Sense on Yarrow before sending Yarrow up, and I cannot cast it retroactively because it is a touch spell.
Uh-oh.
So I think
also-
Willow is
also,
just
I would-
sulking.
I
You
would like
can't cast it subsequently, but retroactively means pretend we did it before.
Oh, yeah.
I would let you, but you didn't know that you had it.
Yeah. Until I leveled up.
Yeah.
Well, no, so I did have it. It is one of my spells. I did not have it prepped at the time. Now it's a circle spell.
I don't think Willow would have done it because I think
Okay.
Willow was done casting things she didn't have prepped because that was bad before.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think yeah.
So I guess my option is just
Skulking.
No, actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Willow goes like up into the stands into like a corner where she can see everything that's going on, but it has a little bit of a semblance of privacy.
Mm-hmm.
And she sits there and I want to do a little bit of meditation, self-reflecting. What is up? What is going on with what I just did with the thing in my eyes? And when I reached out, like holding somebody's hand. Whose hand was I holding?
Oh, hey.
Yes?
So Journey's eyes are solid silver. Does that mean that people can see their reflections?
In his eyes?
Because Willow couldn't have seen her eyes glowing, but Journey said, "Hey, Willow," and then tapped his eyes to indicate something was going on with her eyes.
So-
But if she looked at him,
Yes.
Regardless of whether she saw it or not, she knows that she did something to Nalim.
Yeah. I
Right,
feel like
that
you would
checks
have
out.
seen, yeah.
okay, that's another conversation for afterwards. Sorry,
That's
Yeah.
cool, though. I enjoy that. Flavor text.
I interrupted you. I apologize.
Yeah.
Very good.
Willow, roll a Constitution check and an insight
Yeah.
check.
So I've been rolling bad tonight, and I'm scared.
It's okay.
Oh, that wasn't bad. What was I? Constitution?
Yep.
Check.
Yes.
That is a 22.
Okay. And an
And what
insight
was
check.
yours? 23.
Wow.
Amazing.
Nice. Dude, nice.
Of all the rolls to roll well on,
This is
Yeah.
a
Well,
pretty
that
good one.
insight was a 14. I have a +9.
Yeah, because your wisdom is insane.
Willow is just really good.
Yeah.
It's just like,
It makes
yeah,
up
good.
for how much bad I was rolling earlier.
Yeah.
Willow intuition moment.
Yeah. You kind of reach out and you feel, you're meditating And you feel a little weight on your lap. And you open your eyes in your visualization, and you see a bunny wabbit.
A bunny rabbit.
You see a bunny wabbit on your lap with the same eyes as the dark sea beasts.
Oh. Hello.
It blinks at you.
Are you? Was that you before? When I reached out?
It inclines its head, like almost as if it's acknowledging, and then it reaches a hind leg up and scratches behind its ear a little bit.
I want to slowly reach out to very gently, like, pet it.
It's warm. Also, I said bunny wabbit. It's like a weird bunny hair thing. You know how it is.
Uh-huh.
Lagomorphs are weird as hell.
What?
It doesn't move away.
Yeah, okay.
It's warm.
I look around real quick to see if anybody's watching.
Nobody's watching.
Okay. Are you Hart?
The rabbit looks up at you and gives you a strange, open-mouthed smile, and you see its carnivore teeth.
Oh, boy. Thank you for, I guess eating whatever the thing that was growing.
It leaps out of yeah, exactly. It leaps out of your lap and uses a paw to grab some of the grasses from the ground and puts it into its mouth.
With its carnivore teeth?
With its carnivore teeth.
Does it have molars for chomping?
Yeah.
Grass?
It does. It's a mouth. It's teeth. It's got like teeth. It's got like teeth. It's got
like omnivore teeth?
It's got more like otter otter omnivore. More
Okay.
like weasel teeth.
Okay.
Kind of weasel teeth.
Huh.
Definitely sharper than like people.
I'm gonna druid craft bunny food. A nice clover. No. I druid craft what are those things that my mom grows that the bunnies like to eat? Purple coneflower?
You druid craft this, and the rabbit approaches, sniffs it, and looks up at you. And you get the sense that it's asking if it can.
I give it to it.
You give the... Okay.
Yeah, I give the flower to the rabbit.
It takes it very, very gently, and it eats it.
I think I was scared of you before, but you're not so bad, are you?
It looks away.
You're just
And you hear...
lost?
You hear again, as you did before in your dream. And it's not as loud now, it's just kind of like a susurrus of background noise. The asking and the asking and the asking.
I'm not going to ask you for anything. I don't want that to be... I don't want to make that worse, but if you need a friend, I can be that.
The rabbit turns back to you. And as it turns back, and as you say that, the voices fade out. And you hear the rabbit opens its mouth.
Oh God.
And says, I think I would like that very much. And then you wake out of your doze.
I was dreaming.
And the rabbit is... Well, you're like in a weird meditation.
Oh, okay.
Weird meditation moment.
Okay.
You blink and the rabbit is gone.
Okay. I'm just gonna look around, pan the arena. What's going on right now?
There's blood everywhere. The entire dome is in chaos.
On fire.
Everything's on fire. The Hungry King is no more.
Oh,
Sorry.
really? Y'all think...
Hey, this is what happens when a meteor strikes out of nowhere.
You think a meteor strikes the Hungry King's court if the Hungry King doesn't want it to?
Yes.
All right.
Sorry.
You're good. Yes. Terms of the duel.
Yeah.
I think the terms are being discussed while Willow is meditating.
Yeah.
So I think at the point where Willow comes out of her meditation, Nalim and Journey are speaking with the Hungry King.
Right. So basically, Journey wants to talk to Nalim. I don't know how much in-person roleplay I want to do for this.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, Journey wants to say, my first proposal is we have a bout which is either to the death or one of us, the combatants, surrenders. If one of us surrenders, then we agree to the final terms, which are, if I surrender, I let you talk to the Hungry King and complete your business. If you surrender, you agree not to talk to the Hungry King about opening the King's Gate, basically, is Journey's initial proposal, and asks Nalim how they feel about it. About those terms.
Change the order a little bit. I would say that upon your surrender, instantaneous, the Hungry King will open the gate. I do not intend to surrender. Nor do I intend to die.
Well, if you increase the if you increase the cost to my surrender, I'm afraid I must insist on an equal increase to the cost of yours.
What would you insist upon?
I would insist on not only you not asking the Hungry King, but you renounce any further intention of ever opening the King's Gate, with his will or not.
You would have me break my bond. Well, I suppose it is simply a stretch. Again, I do not intend to surrender. I ask you this, would you make me surrender? Or would you have no qualms on putting me to death?
I would kill you unless you decided to surrender first.
Good. Hmm.
But
I cannot open the gate of the Hungry King without its permission and its guidance. But I agree to these terms. If
I
they
must
are
admit I did
agreeable.
not I must consider a moment more, but I must admit I did not expect you to consider any possibility of the surrender option. You have surprised me.
Well, I can always kill you later.
If you are alive to do so.
Well, that would be the supposition. Either I am alive to kill you later, or I am dead, and I'll kill you later.
Well then, I propose, since we are bringing up the possibility of life after death, I propose that death. No, I don't think I do, actually.
I will not agree to only surrender.
I'm sorry?
If there is no option of the death, I shall not agree.
No, I was not going to suggest that. No. I was considering proposing that death carry the same consequences as surrender.
Upon your death, the gate will be opened by the Hungry King.
And upon yours, you renounce ever opening the King's Gate. I do not know that I do propose that, but since we are engaged in a give and take, I thought I would let you know what I am thinking.
Yes. Sorry,
How would you view such a modification?
When I die, My soul is bound to hell under the terms of my contract.
And
I
would that prevent you
suppose
from agreeing to such a thing?
it would be an interesting opposition should the one who holds my soul command me in a way directly in opposition to
Well,
a bout decided in victory.
I think
No, I've no idea how the laws and tricks of it would turn.
though the idea I had was an interesting one, I would prefer the terms to the death or to surrender, and if surrender, the conditions apply.
Hmm. You think your friends will stop me if I kill you? Yes? And I will be weakened from a first duel.
I do not know that I would not discard the possibility, but more I was considering that hmm,
I think
I was
you're.
thinking of my own personal choices after the duel. I was thinking that if I, for whatever reason, surrender, I would still have time to oppose the consequences. But if I was dead, I would not be there to help. Do you see?
I do. But I like your idea better, where death and surrender hold the same terms.
So you would not be willing to accept the initial idea.
If you insist, I shall, but if you're willing. If
I
you're.
am not.
Well.
Is Nalim disappointed? Is that what I just heard?
Yes, Nalim is disappointed. If you insist. I would like to name another term.
Name it and we shall discuss it.
If I win, no matter how, your compatriots will not stop me from speaking with the Hungry King. I shall not be stopped, should I win. I will make no further conditions beyond that, merely that I am allowed to have my audience, as this is what the duel is deciding.
Does such a condition nullify your instantaneous consequence should I surrender, or is it an addition to?
This is, of course, if you don't surrender. Sorry, I misspoke, because I don't remember shit. Even if I
Right.
said it 2 minutes ago.
Cool. So
Initially, this is if you die, Nalim gets to talk to the Hungry King, and no one gets to stop them. If you surrender, it happens immediately. That's what it is. That's what they're asking for.
Okay. I am happy with those conditions. 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 I am happy with those conditions.
Must you? It will be binding. The Hungry King would stop them if they tried to break the terms of our duel.
I see.
But you're welcome to, if you
Well, I
do
must
wish to delay it.
delay. Do you seek to provoke me? Journey kind of gives a very friendly smile.
It's only good practice.
I shall inform them that if I should die, an attempt to prevent you from speaking to the Hungry King would be prevented by the Hungry King.
Good.
And then I or we shall tell the Hungry King of our duel and see how they receive it.
Yes, we shall.
Journey will walk over to Ellie because Willow is elsewhere.
Yep. Ellie has been.
Ellie has been there, I think.
Yeah, I don't know if he's watching the conversation. I don't know if he's like right there as it's happening.
Mm-hmm.
I think he catches words that are said louder, but I don't think he actually catches the full conversation.
All right.
So he's just watching. He's just watching intently because he's like, "This is." So he stands up when Journey walks over. You come to an agreement?
A tentative one. One of Nalim's conditions was that should I die in the duel, which I am not planning to, that neither you nor Willow would attempt to prevent Nalim from talking with the Hungry King. I made no agreements about what happens after that discussion.
Okay.
If the Hungry King agrees, the Hungry King itself would prevent you from interfering, as per the terms of the agreement. But I wish to tell you.
I appreciate that. All right.
And I
understand.
know Hell's quarrel is not your quarrel, but should I surrender, Nalim proposes that the Hungry King immediately opens the King's Gate.
What?
Well, I propose that should Nalim surrender, they swear off any intention of ever asking the Hungry King to open the King's Gate, or attempt to open it without the Hungry King's permission either. It seemed a trade-off of some sort.
I guess that's fair. Only reason I'm not overly worried. I don't know. It'll be fine. Thank you for telling.
Yes, do tell Willow when she comes back.
Yeah, I think she's taking a minute. I have faith in your ability. Still.
Thank you.
Maybe. Like I said, I don't think that they will stay fully dead unless they've said otherwise.
Well, they have bound themselves to hell and so must serve it after their death. As I must.
That's reassuring, but also not. So, good luck.
Thank you. I will do my very best.
You better.
Perfectly honest, despite the terror I was feeling throughout this entire trip, I was somewhat envious of you and Willow for your stretching of your legs. I have made some improvements myself that I haven't had a chance to test out.
It's in
Sorry,
our nature, I think.
I just want to write it down. Did we discuss what happens if Nalim dies? Or is it yeah.
I think we discussed.
Well, so Journey took the if Nalim dies, they don't ever do anything. They don't try to open the gate off the table because
Okay.
it put on the table if Journey dies also the gate also appears.
Okay.
Then it was if Journey dies, friends don't stop Nalim from talking to the Hungry King. And
Nalim died.
Journey couldn't think of any other matching. No one would try to bring retribution.
Yeah.
I get for Nalim's death.
Mm-hmm.
There is no. Actually, I wonder if I should add if Nalim dies, no one in Fairy will. No, that's too far-ranging a thing.
Yeah, that's probably not something Nalim would agree to.
Yeah. I was going to say maybe the Hungry King wouldn't oppose me, but the Hungry King, I don't want to ask the Hungry King as a favor for my duel against Nalim, right? That doesn't.
You would be indebted to the Hungry King.
Yeah, right.
God, I love that Nalim gets affected by protection from evil and good just for being a little fucked up.
Yeah, I will actually go back at some point, talk to Nalim and say if Nalim dies, there are no traps or retribution against my friends.
That is such a broad thing to say.
That you set in motion.
Personally. Nothing I personally set in motion.
Nothing you personally set in motion. I would not speak for your allies.
Is this for forever? Or just in the context of the game?
You think that you might set something in motion after you died?
It's entirely possible. Truly, I don't know what will happen. It may be I'm needed for service. You should know the Lords of Hell have many uses for souls in their care.
That would be your duty. That would not be retribution. I speak of God, or I can't speak of.
Okay, you got this.
Applying your own revenge for either your death or the actions their parents took against you.
I will agree that your friends shall receive from me no harm should I die. I will make no such agreement for yourself. Is this adequate?
Certainly.
Agreed.
Cool. And then we repeat all that to the Hungry King.
If Nalim dies, they can't take.
What? I can handle it.
I know, but I'm.
I love being terrible, is kind of the thing.
Sir! Does he tell Ellie this?
Well, this is after the conversation with Ellie, right?
Yeah.
Because
This is after.
Fuck you.
see, the thing is, if Nalim sets anything in motion after Nalim's dead, it will come from hell, which Journey has a kind of. I will admit, I kind of forgot that Journey would be alive if Nalim was dead.
Hey, listen, it will come from hell, and yes, he has stuff there, but also consider that you have 2 powerhouses next to you to help with that, so.
All right. Yeah. I mean, I figure, but my thing is, Nalim might try to revenge themselves upon me for killing them, but I don't actually think seems the type. I think Nalim is more obsessed with personal vengeance for this ancient wrong, right?
Chelsea, I guess.
Journey wouldn't have applied that condition because he kind of didn't think Nalim would want to. He could be wrong.
He could be wrong.
But he didn't think of it, and he's like, yeah, no, of course not.
Well, I do want us to wrap up shortly.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So yes, you repeat this to the Hungry King.
Terms, so surrender or death.
Yeah.
If
Surrender or death. It is an odd thing for those who enter the ring to offer surrender or mercy. But your terms are of an intriguing caliber. So, I will allow it to be so.
Journey
You may
bows his head
have
and thanks.
the arena. Do you wish it to descend? Or do you wish to be at level? Talking about the arena, like the pit that can descend as it was during the tourney.
What are the differences, descend or at level?
Well, at level, it's just like, well, descend, it's like 50 or so feet down. So it's harder for people to get to you. Willow is done now.
Okay, do I see that they're chatting?
Yeah, with the Hungry King. Yes, you see them with the Hungry King.
Yeah. I'm gonna go head back down to my friends. Because I want to cast that protection spell before
Ellie.
this happens.
I think Ellie updates her on the terms that he is aware of.
Mm-hmm.
What are the terms? I was so zoned out. I got
You're
some of it.
That's fine.
I got it. I'll text it to you.
Okay.
I got it.
Okay.
Oh boy. Wait.
The last one,
thank
Ellie
you.
doesn't know.
Yeah, the last
could
one.
Could you pin that, please?
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, so the whole don't just die. Oh, I'll surrender if I think that Nalim is winning. That's bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Journey's not going to surrender and let the Hungry King just open the gate.
Yeah.
There's
I'm
no
gonna-
fucking way.
Yeah, I think Ellie's realized that at this point now, and is like, fuck. God damn it.
In
Oh,
comparison to
God.
the fact that,
Like, as he's
remember,
repeating it to Willow.
right, because just like a couple minutes ago, you guys extracted a promise from Journey that if it looked like Nalim, that if it looked like Journey couldn't win, he'd surrender.
Yeah.
And maybe you're thinking, oh fuck.
Maybe that bastard lied.
Maybe that bastard lied to us.
Maybe the man who's good at lying lied.
Yeah, Ellie realizes this as he's telling Willow, and he's like, "That motherfucker."
He's doing what?
I
I don't.
didn't process until just now. I don't think.
Journey.
So, Nemo,
late.
just
Yep.
one modification. If Journey dies, Journey's friends don't stop Nalim from talking to the Hungry King.
Mm-hmm.
Journey wouldn't have said without obstacle because Journey doesn't care if a random fairy comes up and tries to stop Nalim from talking to the Hungry King. Yeah.
Technically, I don't think it can. Sorry, you. So
Yeah, that doesn't include Staryu. I didn't agree to not interfere.
Yeah, but Journey
I
did
know.
instead. So
Journey did in both of our steads.
And the Hungry King will not let you.
yeah.
Yeah.
But hey, if afterwards you guys can kill Nalim all you want.
Oh, Ellie will.
Yeah, okay.
After the conversation, you
After
can.
Journey
Well,
dies.
don't die,
Yeah.
Journey.
Don't fucking die.
He's not planning to.
Neither is Nalim.
I know.
I feel like you almost never plan to. Sometimes, but almost never.
Yeah, but the thing is, Journey likes the whole honor thing. He's kind of willing to cheat if he has to.
Yeah.
Thank you, Journey. Very cool.
Is the fight like about to happen?
We're discussing it with
Okay.
the Hungry
They're
King.
discussing it with the Hungry King, and I think
Yeah,
like
I
Journey's
have
gonna say
two things I want to put on Journey.
Yeah,
Okay.
Journey
Right before.
says, if you have no preference, Nalim, I would like it to be at level.
That level is agreeable. Very well. Let the bout be at level. I will begin the match. But, as per your terms, once it begins, it is all within your hands, and I shall stop nothing. The terms are agreed with the competitors. And Nalim says yes.
Journey does as well.
Very well. Follow me to the field. And the Hungry King leads you over to the field, and the Hungry King leaps up on top of the tree that is overhead and says, "So begins a bout for the glory of the court."
Wait.
wait.
Yeah.
Willow wants to cast things.
I know.
Their touch.
So
You can run up and touch.
I am running up and talking to Journey.
Yeah.
The Hungry
Make
King
it look like
just
a
keeps-
hug.
Yeah.
I run up, I slap my hands on both of his shoulders.
Or you can slap him.
You
That
slap
would be
slap
in character
Journey.
too.
I put my hands
What
on his
a
shoulders real hard and look him in the eye, and I do two things. The first thing is I cast Protection from Evil and Good, which will last for 10 minutes. The second thing, I don't know if this is a conscious thing that she does, but I want to do Eyes of the Hungry fight.
What?
So Journey, you are filled with a bestial instinct to survive, and you can make all attack rolls with advantage for 1 minute.
All right.
Yo.
Does Journey? Oh, right. This is not a thing that you can resist. All right.
It's really not. There's no saving throw from either of them, I imagine.
No.
Yeah, there's no saving throw.
Even if Journey knew what was happening, which I'm not certain it's obvious he does.
I think he does see the same eyes from before.
Yep. The
Same
same
look in
eyes.
Willow's eyes, but instead of striking you with fear, they strike you with just survive. Like a very deeply animal instinct to just stay alive.
Shit.
All right.
Okay.
Which gives you advantage on attack rolls, and then Protection from Evil and Good gives you Nalim will have disadvantage on attack rolls against you, and you cannot be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them.
Oh, thank God.
Dude.
All right.
Dude.
That last one is important. Like,
Yeah.
the advantage and disadvantage are fine, and they'll be really useful if they last, but God, I don't want to be charmed to be held.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So protection from evil good lasts 10 minutes,
Yeah,
and Eyes of the Hungry
yeah.
lasts 1 minute.
All right.
That's a lot of rounds.
So the Hungry King announces the match. For the glory of the court. So begins the bout of, and the Hungry King asked how to address each of you
Yeah.
up there.
Um,
What does Journey say he should be addressed as?
He will say Margrave Obsidio.
The Margrave of Obsidio versus Nali. And that's where we will end for tonight.
Woo woo!
Cool.
Good night, Twitch.
Night.
Night, Twitch.